What is up, everybody? Matt Moda here with Daily Grind Fantasy, and I'm here to talk to you about some DFS action for Thursday Night Football tonight. We got Broncos versus Chiefs. Now, I will give you a little bit of a sneak preview. Our first leg is going to be Patrick Mahomes under 272.5 passing yards, and the DFS app that we are using is going to be ParlayPlay. I got a 6-pick entry for you guys to 25x massively increase your profits when we get this correlation slip to hit. But before I can get into that, and even though I know it is a little bit scary taking it under for Patrick Mahomes, but that is the play tonight, I do want to talk to you first about the DFS correlation tool. It's amazing. The results speak for themselves. I don't even have to sell anything. I just need to tell you exactly what the results have been. So this is starting on August 18th. DGF tracked every single slip that showed up on the correlation tool since that date, since August 18th, up total 331 units with an ROI of 48.23%. So I get it. If you go to sign up and you have a little bit of a sticker shock from the price, I get that. But you have to think about the investment and what you're getting out of that investment. If you are a $10 unit bettor, only $10, that is a pretty small amount. You are up over $3,000 from using the correlation tool if you were to take every slip. And guess what? You can get them emailed to you, so you don't even have to be constantly checking the app. You could just sign up to have email notifications. The second something pops up, you get it on your phone, you lock that bad boy in, and you just wait to cash. It's been incredible the success that the correlation tool is having. It's honestly one of the biggest differentiators of why DFS is so much better than the actual sports books. I have a FanDuel slip up here. It's amazing because when you think about it, if you are taking a same game parlay on FanDuel that is correlated, those odds are going to get nuked. They're not going to give you the best odds, right? Because they're correlated, they're lowering those odds, which means a lower payout. The DFS platforms don't do that. Every single 6-pick slip on Prizepicks will 25x your money. Same thing with ParlayPlay, the same exact payout, regardless of the individual plays that you add. So if you are playing a correlation play on DFS versus FanDuel or DraftKings, you're getting a significantly higher payout. It's not even close. I couldn't build out the full slip that we have on FanDuel, but as you can see, I have 3 legs. And look at that parlay, 3 legs. And the odds are plus 367 for the 3-leg parlay. That's horrible. It is very, very negative EV to be placing 3-leg parlays that are plus 367 odds when you look at the individual legs. Minus 113, minus 113, minus 113. That should be priced significantly higher than plus 367, but it's not because Russell Wilson and Jerry Jeudy are correlated plays, right? If Russell Wilson goes under, it's more likely that a receiver goes under. So that's just something to keep in mind. Now we can go through the slip. I mentioned the first leg here, which was also one that I had on FanDuel, was Patrick Mahomes under 272.5 passing yards. And here's the full slip. This is exactly what it looks like. So first, I mentioned it's on ParlayPlay. It's a 6-pick non-insurance. That's always what you're going to want to be playing when you are using ParlayPlay. Now there are other slips for this game tonight. We have one underdog, one jock market, one Prizepicks. The profitability decreases for each one, which is why I went with the top one. If we have enough time, I'll give you the underdog slip as well as a little bit of a bonus because I appreciate you guys tuning into this video. While I mention that, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. That stuff helps us out a ton. But here is the slip, right? And before we get into the actual slip, because I know that's the most important thing, I want to talk about the profit margin and the correlation score. So the correlation score that you see here, it only uses the correlation coefficients between each leg, which I know sounds like a mouthful. It's basically telling you how correlated are all of these picks. Higher equals better. And then the profit margin, what it does is it gives you the profit margin of each leg individually because all of these legs are going to be positive expected value, but it also adds into account the correlation score. So the profit margin here, it's basically your percent of positive expected value, 179.94%. That seems pretty good, right? That's because it is. And we can go through it. So I'll go through it leg by leg. Leg number 1, I mentioned this, Patrick Mahomes under 272.5 passing yards. So the correlated play that we are taking with that is Justin Watson to go under 24.5 receiving yards. Logic being, Patrick Mahomes goes under his passing yards, it's more likely that his receivers go under their receiving yards, right? That logic is pretty clear. And then we also have Russell Wilson under 219.5 passing yards, and we have Jerry Jeudy under 52.5 receiving yards. I already talked about those because I put them in the FanDuel slip. Those are obviously correlated as well. If Russell Wilson goes under his passing yards, his receivers are more likely to go under their receiving yards. And these are two plays that unfortunately FanDuel doesn't even offer. So another bonus of playing these slips on DFS is you have a wider range of markets that you can use. The sports books are scared. The DFS apps are not. So we're taking both punters to go over their punting total. For Riley Dixon, we're taking him to go over 5 punts. And for Tommy Townsend, we're taking him to go over 3 punts. And if you look at the totality of the slip, everything's correlated. It's all unders on the individual players. Because of that, we're not expecting the offenses to have that great of a game. So guess what? We are taking the over on the punts for each team as well. All that stuff makes sense. A sportsbook would not allow you to parlay these together without significantly decreasing the odds, as I mentioned. Unfortunately, FanDuel's scared. They don't even offer receiving yards for Justin Watson, so I couldn't give you the odds on that one as well. They also don't offer punting props either, another market that they're scared out of. But I can't give you the exact one-to-one comparison, whereas the ParlayPlay, like 25x's your money, whereas I can't give you the full 6 legs on FanDuel. But regardless, plus 367 for the exact 3 that we have. It's pretty gross stuff from FanDuel. So to confirm the 6 legs that we have here, make sure to lock this bad boy in. Pat Mahomes under 272.5 passing yards. Russell Wilson also under 219.5 passing yards. Riley Dixon over 5 punts. Tommy Townsend over 3 punts. Jerry Jeudy under 52.5 receiving yards. And Justin Watson under 24.5 receiving yards. That is our 6-leg play for ParlayPlay. Again, the profit margin 179.94% with a correlation score of 91.24. Remember, the correlation score uses the correlation coefficient between each leg. Again, I know that's a mouthful. It literally just measures how correlated are these plays with each other. The higher, the better. And then the profit margin adds up the profit margin of each individual leg, and then also adds into the fact of the correlation score as well. Up 331 units since August 18th. That seems pretty good to me. Pretty big math guy. Can confirm those numbers are really good. And as you can see, there are 3 other slips for Monday Night Football as well. You want to lock in a bunch of plays for Thursday Night Football. If you want to lock in a bunch of plays for NFL Sunday, you can do so. You can filter for specific games, which is really cool here. As of right now, they have college football and NFL with a ton of stuff on the way. Most importantly, NBA season starting soon. That is going to be added to the correlation tool. I believe they're working on adding some esports stuff as well. So again, I know that it is a little bit scary when you see the price of the monthly cost, but you just need to think about it, like I mentioned before, in terms of the investment. $10 on every single wager since August 18th is giving you over $3,000. There are not a lot of places where you can turn a $10 wager individually into $3,000. And that's exactly what you can do using the correlation tool. And that's exactly what we're doing here using this ParlayPlay one as an example. Profit margin of 179, basically 180% is crazy. And they're correlated to the 90th percentile as well. That's also really, really good. And it makes sense, as I mentioned, when you think about it. You're taking the passing yards under, you're taking his receiving yards under as well. We're doing that for both quarterbacks. If both quarterbacks have a bad day, you can presume that the offenses are having a bad day as well. So why not add in the punters to go over their total as well? So again, I just want to confirm the slip again for those of you that weren't able to lock it in earlier. This is what we are locking in here, both Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson to go under their passing yards, Jerry Jeudy and Justin Watson to go under their receiving yards, both punters to go over their total punts. And that is all I got for you guys. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. All that stuff helps us out a ton. Let us know if you have any DFS action that you are locking in. Appreciate everybody for watching and have a good one.